We're streaming live.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So I'm here with the distributist, and we are surprise. This is not my channel. This is really his alternative channel.
No, it's her channel.
Okay, it's my.
I would never do a gaming stream on my channel.
And that's why you're doing it on your alternative channel.
Hey, well, we had a free night, so we're blowing it on doing a video game stream.
Yeah.
So,
and
we have one concurrent viewer.
Yes. Hi.
Hopefully we're getting through. Let's see. I mean, hopefully our audio is not screwed up. That would be a first for me. But yeah, You've got the new lights too.
Yeah, funky chicken. So, I'm really excited to play this new set that's come out from Magic, which is a Strixhaven.
Strixhaven. Yeah, that kind of does sound like Strixhaven.
Yeah, it's Strixhaven.
But it's not metal. It's Harry Potter.
Oh, it's Harry Potter themed. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so shall we begin the draft?
Yep, you're the one in control. I'm just here in an advisory capacity. I'm lurking here. You can only see half my face. I'm kind of the Svengali. You might want to look at the... I wonder, is anyone actually watching this?
Sweet.
No, one person.
Hi.
Yes.
Wow, that's a record. Okay, so I need to get into...
Yeah, let's just play. You want to do Premier Draft Strixhaven?
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. And just
all right. Bye, Jims.
Hey, we had them for a really long time because you kept on winning. Remember? Yeah.
Oh, we're using your.
Yeah, we are.
You're not using.
No, you don't have the.
We could have bought gems on
No, don't give money to Wizards of the Coast, whatever you do.
I want to play their games. And
no,
I do not want to give them money.
The whole point is to win and play on your winnings, right?
Mm.
Okay, so we don't know any of these
cards,
so we're going to be doing a lot of reading.
Yeah.
I assume after we do the draft, this is coming through, right? Oh, hey, we have 2 concurrent viewers. Doubled in popularity.
Yeah, I know.
So we're going to be doing a lot of reading.
Do you want to grab my phone and we can check that way?
Okay.
I don't have the YouTube app on my phone, I must say. Here, let me try. Okay, we're just waiting for people to sign into Magic.
We're going to be like the SOB that's got like 6 packs and isn't passing any of them.
Yep.
People on our table are going to hate us.
That's okay. So how are you?
Good. Tired. We're a lot of life changes are coming up. Probably new job, new house.
Yeah.
Is our sound actually going through?
Yeah, it is. Listen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they should. Okay. It's started.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, is it?
That's kind of cool. Wow, that's a novel. Cast a copy and starts yourself. Choose your creature control.
What do you think?
It's interesting, but did you figure
Vine
out
Gambit?
That I already know what that does. That's an okay pure blue spell. God, this is horrible.
Fine, let's just get.
You're gonna just read a draft.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, no. Pick it, and let's read it. Okay.
Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, choose target creature you control until end of turn it gains. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And when it's in exile, create a 4/4, blah, blah, blah.
I have no idea what that does, but it sounds cool.
Okay.
I heard the words, and I still... So we have to be in 3 colors. And so that's a signal that we're ending towards the red or blue, right? So we want to try to...
2 colors.
Well, yeah, but this could go into any red or blue deck, right? So we're thinking simic. We're thinking... Ooh, that looks really good. Is that as good as I think it is?
Yes. Why don't we get it? Green is my favorite color because it goes stomp, 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 stomp.
That's good. And maybe we could play a simic deck and splash this in because this can be spun off of blue mana.
This is great. This is the part where he takes over and I don't have to do shit.
Okay, well, no, but it's your stream. I just don't... Okay, what is this? Okay, so this is I don't know any of these cards. This is...
Oh, yeah, we got 18 seconds left. Why don't we just... Oh, what the junk?
I think this is by far the most powerful card.
Get it? Now. Ta-da! Okay.
Okay, white. We're not interested in that. That's just a copy.
Okay.
Right? It's just a
okay.
copy. I
Ooh,
know what that
what's this? Simic. That's all right. Oh, it's kind of expensive.
Not bad. It's a little expensive. Defiant Strike is mediocre.
That's all right too.
No, that's mediocre.
Okay. Well,
I'd say probably the Simic card. I'd say probably the Simic card.
okay. Simic.
That's uncommon, right?
Yes. What's this? Rust Rebirth. I mean, are we devoted to?
No. We're just trying to stay open for as long as possible. We really should have done a draft that didn't have a timer attached to it. You always want to look at the uncommons to see where they're going, because that will give you an idea of what.
Let's have a boo at strategic planning, which is to the right of that.
Yeah, but I know what this is, and so any one of these kind of cards that looks like this isn't old card, right?
Okay.
And I know what it does, because this is a card that's been reprinted. This is kind of on the mediocre side. This is kind of on the insanely powerful side.
Any creatures in this format?
There are very few creatures in this format. This thing's
okay. That's kind of the gist, huh?
Yeah, exactly. We could try this because it's one of our colors, or we could here.
So we have 5 seconds left.
Okay, well, this looks good.
Confirm.
No, it'll automatically pick it.
Okay.
See?
Oh. Symmetry Sage.
Okay, wait, hold on. Magecraft.
Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery or spell, you create base power 2.
That sounds bad. I know what that does.
Lizard.
This is really good, but it's not in any of the colors we picked. God, that's a novel. 3 damage each opponent.
Oh, that's pretty good.
If we have dragons, it's good. I mean, what's this reject? We could try to go control, or we could just try to get this.
Get that. Dragons. I mean, it's part of our colors, red, blue, right? Oh, I
Well,
forgot that red was a...
We're not necessarily doing anything here. This, biomathematician, I think this is a good indication that Simic might be open.
All right. Go for it.
Create a 0/3 fractal, put a +1 counter to the fractals, right? So this creates a fractal, this benefits fractals.
Just frackle pick it.
Okay, you gain 4 life, learn. Well, we need to read the cards so that when they come around again, I heard this one's good. Well, that's kind of good.
That's all right. Oh.
Bullfrog Befuddler.
Opponent gets -1.
Oh, this one does flash creatures. Okay. Okay. Target one. Oh yeah, that's from that wasn't Theros.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
good, but I think this. Well, that's actually tempting, but I think we're heading towards Simic. I really do.
Okay.
Revitalize, not what we're doing.
Target non-land opponent loses all abilities and becomes your choice of blue frog creature with base power 1/1 or blue octopus with base power.
That's a pretty interesting comp.
No, that's almost like that angelic one where you turn something into a 4/4.
Oh no, but there's another biomathematician. Let's just go this and walk into the, because now we got 2 of them. Right now we can be strong into this archetype, right?
1 weak, many strong. Get it?
Well, I'm just saying that's a signal, right?
Okay, we have signaled Simic. Get in there.
Let's see if anyone's on the chat. No. But we've got 5 people watching us. This is our experiment with...
Oh, I don't think we've ever done a magic draft live before.
We've picked one hell... let's do a magic draft and not know any of the cards and
bore the hell out of our audience.
Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Your graveyard, the rest back on the top of your... Okay. That's mediocre. Okay, so this obviously wasn't that good because people are... Okay, that's your typical...
Cram session. Oh god, this takes me back.
This might be good. Oh.
What did you pick?
Oh, okay. Well, this... I don't think we picked correctly because... Okay, what is this? Target creature's base power times 4/4 until end of turn.
Well, that's interesting. Why not? Why not?
are we just forcing simic? I mean,
You
I guess.
just told me like three
Well, I
picks
mean,
ago that we're going
no. I mean,
Simic.
this looked like this is a good card, right? Yeah, this is a
Okay.
great card.
Okay. Well,
So the question is, either Helix.
What?
It's neither of them
Yeah.
because we suck.
yeah.
We could just get this because this.
Yeah,
is
just
a
get
pre-
that. It's a creature.
and
It's colorless.
It's colorless.
And we don't want to spend any more time. Get the Tangle Trap. It's green. Get it. A lot of creatures have flying too.
Oh, they cut your time as you go.
Yes, you didn't notice that?
Well,
Because you need less time to get the Simic land.
Simic land, yeah. Okay, so we're definitely Simic, but we could splash for red. I think that's kind of where we are at. And Simic has fixing, right? So we can get.
Fixing.
I know it does. Doesn't that sound like you're making a meal? Like
Yeah, a slime meal. A blue-green slime meal with fixins. Did you say there's like turtles in this set?
yeah, one of the Simic things is a turtle card. Interesting. Or we want the reject.
Reckless Sam.
Yeah, maybe we just want creatures. Oop. How about you control and
Foggy.
there we go. That sounds good.
Oh, that's me. What do
I
we
think
got
we're
here?
doing all right.
Ooh.
Okay, whoa. That looks good. Interesting.
Exile top X cards of your library. For each land card exile this way, create a treasure token. For each blue card exile this way, draw a card. For each red card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
I think that looks pretty good, but let's look at the other cards. Pre-select that, and then let's pre-select that, and let's look at the other cards here. That was mediocre. That's okay.
Shock is an old
it's
favorite.
it's an old favorite.
Honor, Troll, Vigilance. If you gain life, you gain that +1 more. It gives +2/+1 as long as you have 25 or more life.
There's a Simic goes straight down. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think that will wheel.
I like this one. I think we should get some more creatures going on here.
Sure, but that has potential to be a bomb, right?
Wait, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if we can ramp, and Simic always is able to ramp, right?
Okay, let's just get this. This ain't Simic. This is.
Is it? But it shares blue. So for base blue, splash green, splash red, then we can make it work.
Cool beans.
Okay, what is that?
Not
Village
my
Rising. What that
colors.
is? I guess. Another is it card.
Flying. Next instant cost X less when X is its power when it resolves. Okay, well, what do you say, Jack? Oh, we've got another one of these.
Yeah.
Do you want one of these?
It's really tempting to just cram those biomathematicians in. I'd say it's either that or the is it one. Can we read the is it one again? I'd pre-select the biomathematician.
Flying. Whenever it attacks, an X instant or sorcery costs X less when X is its power as this ability resolves. So it costs 2 less.
I think that's a little bit janky. I think this.
Okay.
I can see how the biomathematician gets out of control really quickly.
Cool.
Ooh, a Simic uncommon.
Cast a copy or instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library and reveal land and put them into your bottom of your library in any order. So it's ramp.
I think
another mathematician.
I think the ramp is what we need.
Really? Not the mathematician. Okay.
The mathematician is common. So I think we've gotten 3 of them. Like,
what if we had like 100? That'd be awesome.
I mean, the more of those you get, the better they are. You know, they're one of those cards that if you just pack a ton of them into your deck, you know, they might just be able to go absolutely nuts. I don't think we're playing the Dragon's Approach.
Really?
How do I look at the live chat here?
We don't have one. We suck.
Wow. Well, okay.
Hi.
Yeah, I put the Dragon's Approach in the sideboard.
Very well.
So I mean, what we're essentially planning to do is splash red. Ooh. Okay, what does that do?
Choose. Oh, I've read this one. I like this one.
Okay, just select it and let's just see what else is in the pack.
Okay, Simic. Flying and Death Touch.
That's not that bad. Well, obviously we'd pick the other Simic card, right?
Trample Lifelink.
That I'm
Actually, I like this one. I think
No. That's a common.
You're a common.
First of all, it's flying and death touch, which is like not a good combination, right?
Got me there. There.
I mean, flying.
It could kill a major flyer on the opponent's turn, though, which would keep them on the back foot.
Yeah, no, I think we need to get the rare that is supposed to be good, and because death touch, I don't know, flying and death touch seem to be kind of weird abilities to play together.
Okay, we don't have anything specifically in our color combination. Big play, we'll wheel probably. Reject when...
Do we have a reject?
No, we don't. We don't have a reject. We'll just throw that in there randomly.
Okay. Can we reorganize it by monocost?
No.
Oh, no, we'll do that later.
6. Good dragons, come on, get in there. Sideboard. Thank you.
Okay, I mean, we're not doing too badly. We've got ramp.
We've got 1 ramp, right?
Yeah, I think we'll get more. If we could get a cultivate, that would be amazing. Adventurous impulse. Interesting.
Creature or land wrong, then put into your hand for the rest.
That's okay. What's the next one? Ooh, that looks really good. A legendary simic. There's another simic next to it to the left.
We have this one.
Yeah, I think we want the other one.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, there. Organizing it. Kaboom boom.
Okay, great. And so we put a land card... Well, hold on.
Sorry.
Put a land card from your hand in the battlefield. Draw a card. Oh, that's great. Now we have a plan, right? Our plan is to get ramp. I mean, we don't have the ramp side of this plan, but our plan is to get a ramp and then cast like a huge spell.
Copy target spell, creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. Double major. Huh.
Why not? I like that card.
Okay, cool.
We could duplicate a biomathematician, or we could duplicate that legend we have.
What do you think of this set so far, Dave?
All I know is that the card texts are novels, and I can barely figure out what they do before the time runs out on this thing. So my impression is that it's I don't know. My impression is that it's
card for each different power among creatures. Golden ratio. That's cute.
I mean, I feel like picking golden ratio.
Oh, fractal.
Yeah, golden ratio. Okay, probably it's the fractal, but no, mage duel. That's removal.
You and your removal fetish.
You have to have removal to play this game.
And I'm just giving you a hard time, David. I had a bad day.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy. We have one of those. You said that one's not great.
No, we don't have one of those, do we?
Sure we do. Eureka moment for... I'm pretty sure we chose that, didn't we?
No, I think we goofed.
Okay, let's get it.
Didn't pick that. I mean, not that I would like the campus too, but I think the Eureka moment's more important. I just take the campus.
Okay.
Yeah. Because now it's very obvious that like we have fixing, we've got ramp.
If there was like a really fat campus, I'd call it a hippocampus. Oh man, my day was so bad. It started off really good, and then
I don't understand why your day was so bad.
I gave up sugar like 3 weeks ago, cold turkey, and this week I've been having nothing but mood swings. And today when I was cooking dinner, I couldn't find the garlic powder, so I threw the chef's knife as hard as possible
scary.
Into the sink. Just as David walked in, he's like, "What the heck was that?" And then he's had me on like, psychiatric watch the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, we'll see it wheeled. Because no one picked a flying death toucher because flying death touchers are weird and no one wants to be their friend.
I'm a flying death toucher. I like it. I want anyone to be my friend anyway. So that was so David was like, Helen, just have some cake tonight.
I think it's big play, yeah.
So I had cake, and I feel guilty.
I'm doing great with this no sugar thing. I feel better than ever. Adventurous impulses.
Whoa, it wheeled.
Yeah, because it's not very good, right?
First week I felt great. Second week I was tired. Now this third week I'm having massive mood swings. See, David
let's be careful. This is Doomblade, really good, not our deck. Double major, that's
not bad.
Tempting.
Ooh, one of these.
Quandrix Apprentice.
Oh, we already have that. Why don't we get a body?
I think that we'll be able to get that back.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of
this is
double major is kind of like a body, though, isn't it?
I guess so. Yeah, it's another body.
Yeah, like, right? So, memory lapse. Oh, the classic.
Do you want to get that just for old time's sake?
I think that's not so good.
Or flying 3/1, just.
What's war? Okay, ward is interesting, but let's go. We're at a timer here. We need to draw a card. Learn. Do we have any lessons? Curate.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to that.
Maybe just get this. This looks interesting.
Yeah, just a body. Okay. Look, I'm doing this hands free.
Cultivate. Oh no.
Oh, another fractal in our colors. Oh dear. Okay.
I think that might have to be it, but this is so good.
What was that?
Skype. I mean, yeah, I think it's got to be a manifestation stage, but we're passing a cultivate. That's rough. Mm-hmm. Because cultivate would also help us fix a lot better.
Do you need to get your phone or something, Dave?
Oh no, I think it's just no Skype, no professional contacts call on Skype.
Okay.
Dark ritual.
Oh my gosh!
Broken card from the dark days of Magic.
What's that?
It stayed around. Well, there's nothing in our colors. Interesting. Letter of acceptance might be good.
Add a mana of any color, or another flying death toucher.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this? Is that in your colors, or is that no? That's not. Well, it does mean we can't cast it.
We can cast it, but I think we might want to go for the letter of acceptance.
Okay, sure.
No.
This is bringing up like post-traumatic stress disorder from going to university. Don't you still have nightmares that you're sitting in a class and your final exams like the next day and you're like, oh my god, I've never attended this.
Does.
I've never attended this class and I needed to get my degree and I'm screwed. Like, the letter of acceptance, you know.
We could do this and just see what it does.
Or
we could do a biomatch.
Why not? Let's just irritate the hell out of
I think just stacking biomathematicians might be like really good. Okay, I think this guy's good. Okay. Professor of Zoomancy.
Go ahead.
Plus he's a bear. Hello,
I'm Mr. Bear.
I teach Zoomancy. Why haven't you been in my course all semester? Don't you know the final project is due today?
Yeah, you fail.
That means I eat you. I don't know, Eureka moment? Or what is this? I don't know. I'm just...
Flying. I just tired of reading.
Yeah.
That's another like a gimmick thing of this set is that, you know, it's academic and you have to freaking read 5 minutes.
We are really heavy on twos.
That's fine.
But maybe this will actually work out for us.
Why don't you get the Bayou Groff guy if we're going to be like so hard on land?
We don't have a lot of creatures, so this is like a really rough.
Yeah, 5/4. Why not? I mean, who's going to be able to fight that?
Well, okay, I guess we did get it. It's also a 2-drop. Oh, well, whatever. We have so many 2-drops.
I think you have to pay an extra 3 to cast it.
Or sacrifice a creature.
Yeah.
So our strategy basically is just to play a bunch of these guys and hope to overwhelm them. And then ramp up to some of our rares or something like that.
I have this victory ritual with Dave every time we win a Magic game on Arena. So hopefully we'll be able to...
Hey, I think we should just rare draft because none of these cards really work for us.
Sure. What do you say? 2 or 3 games after this? Call it a night?
Sure. Whatever. It's your channel. Oh, hey, Golden Ratio came out. Oh, or we could have another biomathematician. What do you think? Golden Ratio or biomathematician?
Biomathematician. Let's just. I mean, massive.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be. We're going to have a whole thing of 7/7s.
Yeah, we're just going to just totally just overwhelm them with the biomathematicians.
Why is no one selecting these? Do they know something we don't?
I don't know. It seems like hypothetically, if you draft enough of these, then you could just overwhelm everything, right?
It's like the Seven Dwarves almost.
Yeah, because it's 3 for 3/3, but there's 2 of them. Then when you play the second one, you're gonna get 2 2/2s, right? Yeah, I mean this seems to be really powerful.
Froggy.
Oh wait, look.
Yeah, woo!
Look, nobody wants you, so you're getting in our deck. I don't think we have any lessons.
Okay.
This could be a finisher.
Let's sideboard that.
You don't like counters. I
don't like counters.
Yeah, they're kind of...
I don't like permission decks at all.
Yeah, no one with a soul likes permission decks. Okay, so now we can actually answer the chat and interact with people because we're not constantly reading. We'll actually have to build the deck first.
We have a chat?
No one's... Well, I don't know. I mean, someone actually...
Hello. Yeah, no, we're taking questions.
Yeah, the problem is we were furiously reading this cards that we have no idea what they did.
Yeah, so
we draw a lot of cards. Like, that's one thing.
And I don't know how often we're going to be able to answer the questions because we need to keep switching.
No, we can.
You're
how
cool
can
with
we
that?
pull? Can you pull the chat up on this on your phone?
I don't know how. I don't have the app. I just use my browser for YouTube on my phone.
I never used YouTube on the browser. Luckily, this is why don't I just... How about you
build the deck? I will put YouTube on my phone.
Okay, I think that this bullfrog is stupid. Maybe a reject would be all right, but like what we have, we're just really out of control here.
I should probably check on the offspring too eventually.
I checked on him a few minutes ago.
How was he?
He was good. He was stirring a little bit.
Yeah, well, he's overtired. He's probably going to wake up.
Okay, whenever you cast a copy in instant or sorcery, choose target creature you control. Until end of turn it gains. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it. Okay, so basically, this is interesting. This means if we can cast an instant when this guy's on the battlefield, then our creatures don't die, they turn into 4/4 creatures. The question is, do we have a lot of instants?
They turn into fractals, actually, don't they?
A 4/4 red
elemental creature.
No, so not fractals. This guy creates a fractal.
Guy?
Well, I don't... Can you tell?
No.
All the magic characters look effeminate. One of them literally is non-binary. It's just getting out of control.
Boobs, a beard. I don't know, man. Don't allow.
Okay. I think this is really questionable. I don't think we have enough. I don't know. This is really questionable for me.
Here's the chat. What are your guys' opinion on W.B. Yeats?
Well, he's my favorite poet.
He was buried in Northern Ireland. We never got a chance to
I know. I've been to Ireland twice, and visiting Yeats' grave has been a part of my agenda every single time, and I never get to do it.
So why is your favorite poet?
I think he has this very vivid use. I mean, he's kind of a neo-romantic in some ways, but in other ways, he kind of has a more realistic and more modern perspective. Are we splashing for culmination studies?
Oh, what color is that?
It's a big X card, so I think that it might be worth it.
Okay.
Because we're looking for that.
Do
right?
we need that? Well, yeah, you like that one. Let's get rid of one of those. You want to get rid of both of them? Actually, maybe we should get rid of the trap too. It does 5 damage to flyers. Oh no, it kills artifacts as well, but there aren't a
No,
lot of
no.
artifacts.
Where is this? We definitely want to get rid of that.
It's called Tangle Trap. It's a 2-drop.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not our thing. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, you didn't get rid of one of those, did you?
No. This deck only works if we put them all in.
Okay.
This deck only works if we just go all in on. Okay, so what's our average cost? 3.2. So let's try to get rid of something from our top end.
Oh, I think I have cake left.
Well, you'll need it after the stream, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, okay. Actually, I take this back. I think this card is terrible. In limited.
Okay.
Right. I think this card. I think it's.
We're just going all out simic.
We're going all out simic, and I guess we're doing ramp a little bit, but yeah, I think that we're not. For instance, Eureka Moment, I don't think we need to. We might not even need one. We've got Harmonize, right? We've got a lot of card drawing.
Okay. Do we need the black and green one? The bear? What's your opinion on that?
Black and green?
Yeah, I think he... Oh, no. One black, green pest creature
He is more black, green. He's more Golgari than Simic, for sure.
Okay.
But he is a 4-drop.
Can we see if there's any lessons in there?
I don't think we have any lessons.
Okay.
I mean, do you see any? I don't think this is really like a lesson deck at all.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't see any.
Okay, so let's just pretend like that doesn't exist.
Okay. You want to keep Adventurous Impulse?
Well, it's a 1-drop and we don't have any, right?
Okay.
Not that it's a creature, but I think this is kind of nice.
Maybe the Bayou Groff is not where we're at. He's a 2-drop. 2-drop. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many creatures do we have? 15. Yeah, 15 with...
Well, that's around where we want to be with creatures, right?
Yeah, but we've got these 2 things that are kind of like creatures.
2 double majors, okay.
Yeah.
I've tried the heavier drop ones, the 6 drops. The colorless one, what does that one do again?
It basically is a 4 or 5 creature that prevents aggro and prevents us from decking ourselves, which might be a problem in this deck.
Okay.
This is...
Fractal.
Yeah, this is just basically a big creature to finish out the game. This might not be the best thing to do, right? This guy is questionable.
Yeah, that one's kind of mediocre. We need to drop 2 more.
And we're a little bit heavy.
Well, that's because we have all these biomathematicians. Don't get rid of any.
Yeah, our whole plan doesn't work. I think maybe this one, the aerialist. Okay, so now we're at 41.
Mr. Vale, good afternoon. Was a little bit confused about the stream notification. Why was channel name changed?
Channel name?
The name of my channel is changed? What is it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what is it? A lot of people have said that they're not getting any notifications when I...
well, your channel is still Catholic Wench, right?
It's always been that.
Do people think that this is my channel?
No, this is my channel.
Yeah, there's no way.
Look at the subscriber
that we would
count.
have a video game stream on my channel.
And look at the subscriber count, okay? Mine is
no
dismal.
way in hell.
I love you all, but it's dismal.
We're just killing time because we're tired and we didn't want to think too hard. I'll still answer any questions that people want, but this is technically your channel.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, this is just a way for people to ask David questions without having to pay for a super chat. So this is the way around.
Well, I don't know. I would cut something, Helen. Just do you want to take a whack at it?
Sure. Aristocratic Owl has some nice questions. If you'd like to check them out, the bottom 2 addressed to me.
Wait, are these addressed to me?
No, to me. But you can read them. Read them out.
In my opinion, this is hard given the fact that all my coworkers seem to like either rape or country music. Do you guys have any tips on getting classical music? I think I think it had meant rap or country music, but he said rape or country music.
Like, yeah.
Do you like rape or country music?
Together at last. Yeah. Well, when I was in middle school or junior high school, I loved classical music, and everyone teased the crap out of me for it. They all liked rap music and pop music. So, be a little prepared for that if these people are particularly immature.
Classical music does not... classical music is amazing, but it does
Reject.
not translate. Yeah, actually, that's a good call. All right, sure, let's go. You want to play? Or...
You play, I talk.
Okay.
This is your...
this is your channel.
It's my channel, but this is your MTG account.
Well.
Okay.
I'm going to get my ass... Well, we've got one strategy and one strategy only. Play biomathematicians, then copy biomathematicians. Okay, great.
No, are we back?
Is that... you tell me. Helen?
No, it's frozen on my phone.
Okay, well,
And there's no video.
Well, there is no video because the camera just went out. This is what happens when
Well, how do you out the camera?
Helen, I don't know. I mean, we just unplugged the entire system.
Yeah, everyone's going to hear us argue.
Okay, well...
Hi.
I guess that's the case. How did it become unplugged? Do you have any idea?
No, I have no idea how that happened.
I can hear audio but no video. Okay, well that's just gonna have to how it's gonna have to be. We'll get the video back after. Do you want to say anything about anything?
Sure. Wait, can they not see the Magic the Gathering game going on?
They can look, Helen, you're gonna have to ask these questions if you want me to.
I'm asking them.
Okay.
What do you see just black on your screen? David, I'd rather you just lose this game and fix the live stream and try again with another game.
Okay, we only have so many things here though.
I know, but I also don't want to play all day.
Okay. Well,
video on. All right.
Okay, well, let's just cancel this. And this is really irritating because we... Okay, capture device. No.
Did it unplug?
I don't know. I can plug this in and plug it back in again.
Yeah, it's a try.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the game's on, but the little picture in the...
Well, I understand it. I understand that's what's happening.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I mean, what you want me to do about it? It's a little difficult because...
Okay, give us a minute. Give us a minute. Dave, you can keep playing the game, I guess.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we just got double denialed here.
Okay. Where was I? Aristocratic Owl. Getting into classical music. First, figure out why you want to get into classical music in the first place. Do you just naturally like the sound of it? Do you like the culture that goes along with it? Because once you get into it and you really enjoy listening to it, I find that you're going to realize you're going to be a person who doesn't have a lot in common with a lot of other people that you're around. So, but the beauty is worth it. So, getting into classical music is easy. I've always said, pick a really famous classical song and listen to it. And then the repertoire for a very famous piece is quite big. So just keep listening to that, and then if there's a particular composer or sound that you like, explore more into that composer and really get into it. If you really want something funky, try some of the 20th century composers, but that's not a really good step into liking classical music. So it's a lot of people think it's like getting into classical music is some kind of intense initiation into a new world. It's meant for everybody. So just turn it on and listen to it. It's like when people listen to classical music, they think they're being judged somehow, you know. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's my rant. Okay, you love the sound and the culture. Okay, well then just if it's something you love and something you're attracted to, then just dive right into it. Who cares what people think? I hated being surrounded by people who loved rap music, especially when I was like in middle school. What kind of music you listened to really separated you from other people, and people judged you from it by it, and it was kind of a unifying factor for a lot of groups of friends. Is what kind of music you listened to, almost like what kind of clothes you wore. So, yeah, I mean, if it's for you and your brain naturally takes it, just do it. There's nothing to be afraid of there. Oh, Pope Francis came out against blessing same-sex unions. Good.
Yeah, that's good to know.
What's really unfortunate...
Not destroying the church.
Hey, what's really funny is that you're saying it surprised you that he came out against supporting
well, I mean, this is, I can forgive people for being surprised that the Pope is Catholic with this particular Pope.
Yeah, well, he has a way of wording things that make it sound, kind of muddied and not cut and dry. It's the mix between justice and mercy that we have to do, and I think he's pushing mercy so much that people's consciences aren't being formed very well. It's maybe he's really on the right track in terms of Catholicism, but he's not being a very clear shepherd, I guess. Okay, so Dave, how's the game going?
I keep on goofing this. It's amazing. Return target creature. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to... not good, because I keep on forgetting to copy my biomathematicians.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Can I kill her? No. I should kill her. Otherwise, that's gonna end the game for us.
You can return it to the hand.
Yeah. I don't know if I really want to do that. That's kind of not... It's not.
I think it's a waste of a card.
I do, yeah.
With the other options.
I mean, other than me just goofing this entire game,
Well, this game was interrupted by our lack of power to the computer. I don't know how that happened.
Okay, so return target creature, blah, blah, blah. That is not very interesting. Okay, we have to take care of that. Okay, so how many mana do we have? Is this 4? 4, so we could...
Okay, Aristocratic Owl, why do you want to bring people to classical music? I'll wait for your answer.
We have 8, so I can push this back to his hand. Oh, permanent card, okay. And I can mage duel. least it's dead. Yeah, I kind of goofed this game.
It's okay.
How can I use this? Return creature planeswalker to its owner's hand. Okay, fine. Counter target artifact or enchantment.
I like the 2/1/1 counters. Might need some bulk here.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out how we can get ahead, because right now we're kind of
In trouble.
trouble's strong, I guess.
Wait, is it too late to cast Double Major on one of the biomathematicians?
It has to be when it comes into play. I understand that. It's fine. You know, it's...
Dough.
We could copy... We could copy the bear, couldn't we? Do we have 8? I think we have 8,
we do
right?
have 8.
So we could copy this, and that would put us way ahead, right? Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, we still have to deal with the fact that we've got unblockable creatures, and we need to get rid of them very quickly.
I find that there's something spiritually beautiful in classical music, and in a world where spirituality is dead to many people, I want to bring that back to them.
I hear you. I've been a little bit burnt out on politics, to be quite honest.
Yeah, but... So you want to bring beauty into other people's lives. Sometimes beauty in a person's life isn't always music. You know, it's nature, art, visual art, I should say, poetry, other things that get to a person's soul. And there's also I believe everyone needs contact with beauty, and it's not particularly, practical, but we all need it to be rounder, more robust human beings. So even though we all need it, not everyone knows they need it. And again, this is a case of you can lead a horse to water. So make sure the people you want to introduce to classical music or anything else are actually realizing they crave beauty, I suppose. Because I find if you play classical music for people who, have lacked beauty for so long, they tend to mock it when they listen to it, or think it's stupid, or this is gay, or whatever, and then it's just going to make you feel worse for listening to it, right? So, I guess, when ballets are open again, go take someone to the ballet, something really well known. They might be very pleased with what they see and what they hear, and don't just make it about sitting down and listening. I mean, that's going to be kind of awkward for a lot of people. You have to do something else along with it. Maybe play it softly in the background while you play a board game together, or what have you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever really tried consciously to get people into classical music. I figured either they're interested in it or they're not. I just never felt it was my place to try to impose that on them. And also, I was afraid of judgment as well. If people I hung out with heard that I listened to classical music, part of me felt ashamed and embarrassed for liking it. I know my parents never really understood it. So I remember asking if I could play a classical tape, in the house while I was doing something, and they said no, they didn't want to listen to it. And just people think, and also the kids making fun of me at school because they thought classical music was gay. So, yeah, that's my personal block for getting people into classical music. So I don't know if I'm helping, but yeah. Ingram's right. Star Wars. The John Williams in episode 4, 5, and 6. I mean, his music is spectacular. He can compose any.
It's very inspired by Holst.
Yeah, but also there's the part where the Ewoks are fighting the stormtroopers in the forest at the very end, and I think John Williams was using like 12 tone and really dissonant, like not Holst at all. Very 20th century style music when doing it. And when you listen to it, it's like jarring and anyway, he can write any kind of music, and his music is very powerful. He can also make it sound kind of intimate as well.
Totally goofed that.
Are we screwed?
Yeah, I just.
That's okay. It's okay.
I didn't read the cards properly.
Interrupted game, first game. It's fine.
How do people do this? When I stream, I kind of want to focus on the stream, but now I'm kind of like focused on.
That's fine. You're the real entertainment here. I'm just yattering my mouth.
We're asking questions about.
And Nutcracker. Yes, I like that. Having a visual.
I mean, to be quite honest, I'm not the biggest John Williams fan, and.
His music for films all kind of sounds the same.
Yeah, exactly. Right, and when it's good, it sounds like Holst, right? Although Holst's Saturn, Bringer of Old Age, is one of my favorite pieces of classical music, and that's not even to talk about like all the other planets, which are amazing, including Jupiter, which is also a well-known Anglican hymn. That was Princess Diana's favorite hymn, and I think it's the theme song to Endeavor's channel.
Oh my goodness. One of my coworkers played a rap song where the guy, all he did was sing for 4 minutes saying he's got murder on his mind, and apparently the guy did end up killing someone. I just find it hard to relating the coworker. Yeah. Oh, you know what I did? I once had a job packing coffee in a warehouse. 8 hours a day. I just packed coffee. I loved it. And I was packing coffee with other people, and I brought my Mozart compilation CDs. I had like a dozen Mozart CDs, and I made everyone listen to Mozart for 8 hours. It was crazy. So one girl, she's like, I don't know if I can listen to Mozart for 8 hours, but like within a few hours, she was listening to this piece, and she's like, "Whoa, that's beautiful!" And they kind of warmed up to it. But again, they also had musical backgrounds as well. The classical wasn't their favorite genre, but they played instruments. So that helped. So, I don't know. Why don't you do like a give and take? Like, okay, you can play your song, and then I'll play mine. Then you can play yours, and I'll play mine. And, make it fair. And no one can really say no to that. And then just get your tastes thrown in there. And that might be a conversation starter. Holst is definitely more wholesome than rap about killing somebody. Wholesome. Never mind. YMW Melly.
Okay.
I don't understand. Mr. Faniel DeWitt. Explain yourself.
I think this works. I play this, and then I double major it to get 2 of them. And then I'll get 2 4/4s. Okay, this is alright. Although, actually it's really good because I will be able to increase their size with Biomathematician, I believe.
What's interesting is like listening to an angry rap song and listening to a classical piece that has angry emotions, completely helps you process your anger in very different ways. I find rap, it takes an anger and it misdirects it, the source of it, and directs you to take it out onto something else, like killing somebody. You're angry about something, so you kill somebody. Whereas classical music, I think when it lacks the lyrics, but the music itself is angry. It helps you to relate to that sound with your anger, and you're able to take it out. But I guess it forces you to be a little more introspective with your emotions and not causing you to misdirect your emotions towards something that's destructive. So, if this guy is angry and he wants to listen to angry music to help him process what he's feeling, I don't know, find some angry classical music. Oh, that was the rapper's name. Okay.
Who was?
YMW Melly. He killed somebody. Rapping about, I'm going to kill someone. And he ended up killing somebody. So. Well, people don't have an excuse for not being warned, eh? So I think that's why I like classical music, because it makes me feel not alone when I have an emotion that I don't know how to process, and someone's not attributing lyrics to it that encourage me to take out my emotion in a very misguided way. I feel like I can't really relate to a lot of lyrics out there. Well, especially recently. Lick my whatever, kiss my, this and that. I just want to all night, blah, 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 blah. Once you're married, you don't want to do any of that. I'm joking.
Come on.
I'm joking. Oh, jeez. I laughed out my nose and made a mess, so.
This is so difficult to see this and also
to listen to what I'm saying.
It's just you're just trying to do all these things at the same time.
What was Ben Shapiro's take on classical music versus rap at Zero Kev?
Listen up, folks.
Okay.
Facts and logic say you have to like classical music.
I mean, okay,
Here's a classical violinist.
I like Fatboy Slim and that sort of thing because they have a beat, and actually harmonically it's quite simple. Rhythmically it's quite simple, and the words they take is just a few words that they just paste throughout the entire thing. But just because it's structurally simple doesn't mean that it can't help you get in touch with a deeper emotion, elation, frustration. But I think it's the lack of lyrics. I had this. So if he wants to go on about classical music has greater orchestration and it has really intricate voice leading and counterpoint and harmony, that doesn't necessarily make a piece, I guess, accessible to a listener is the grandeur and the perfection of it. Looking at like a Bach prelude and fugue, it's a thing of beauty for me, but it's not going to resonate with everybody. Sometimes a good old Fatboy Slim song can help me, it really suits the particular mood I'm in. And there's this debate we had in class, I think I mentioned this before, when I was getting my degree in music, about what's more important, the music or the lyrics put over the music. And I think in the Baroque times, people were arguing that the music was meant to bolster the lyrics. But I think this was when they were setting music to words in the Bible. And obviously music cannot really surmount that in terms of meaning. So, but in rap music, I bet if you take out all the words and just have the beat to even have some of the harmonies if they have any, I mean, yeah, it's just the lyrics is what's messing people up. I don't know. I'm talking too much.
I don't have anything to say. Well, I probably would if I really thought about it, but
you're busy.
Involved in this game.
So you're involving the visuals, and I'm involving the. Yeah. What are your guys' favorite literature stories? I really liked Notre Dame de Paris by Victor Hugo. Now, that sucked me in big time. David likes Dostoevsky, right?
My favorite literature?
Yeah.
My favorite book probably is The Brothers Karamazov.
Yeah.
Although I could make a case for a lot of other pieces of books that I've liked. Obviously Dante, The Divine Comedy. I was very fond of I was very fond of Middlemarch, but how much can you say that you really like a book when you've only read it once? You know?
I don't think I've ever reread. No, I read Black Beauty like 5 or 6 times when I was a kid. I read the Goosebumps series a lot, over and over. Movies I tend to watch more of when I like. I don't like to read books again. I don't get the same, I guess, experience from that. Dave, have you heard the Catholic vlogger Patrick Coffin?
Oh, yeah.
YouTube deleted his channel.
Patrick Coffin?
Yeah.
Are we thinking about the right person?
The Catholic
Patrick
vlogger,
Coffin.
he was against the vaccination.
Patrick
He interviewed former gay Milo Yiannopoulos, who became a more devout Catholic.
Patrick Coffin. Isn't he normie? Isn't he like a real normie guy?
He's not that redheaded fellow.
Can you pull up a picture of him? I'm
Yeah, of
really
course,
curious now.
St. John's Passion. Yeah. Well, I can't pronounce this. He's a 20th century Arvo Pärt. You've heard of him, right? He had a passion. He wrote a passion. It was beautiful. And it was so simple. When you look at the score, he just had, I think he had like the soprano and the tenor on the pitches of the A minor scale, just going, like A, E, C, A, and then he had like the alto and bass going up and down on the A minor scale in alternating directions at once. And actually together it was so beautiful. The tensions and how it like naturally resolved. It was gorgeous. It was so simple. When you look at the score, I couldn't believe it. So I would recommend that. I forget which passion. It's called Passio. I'm gonna. Oh.
Got him.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So I wrote it there. Check it out. It's 20th century. It's beautiful. I was really moved by it.
I'm trying to think of my favorite books. I think Wise Blood probably might. I might like Wise Blood more than Brothers Karamazov.
You and I have a friend. My friend in DC.
I've read that like 3 times.
You guys just love Flannery O'Connor. Like our first date.
Amazing.
Our
so
first
gothic.
Our first date. He read me A Good Man Is Hard
And
to
I did
Find.
the voices too.
He did the voices very well, and it was so bleak. And I love that one of David's first impressions.
This starts a long part of a relationship, which is basically me doing character voices.
Yeah, well, oh man, if you guys only knew.
What are you implying?
It's very innocent. But David has a way of brainwashing me in a very benign way. I'll leave it at that. But anyway,
it's called patriarchy, Helen.
I love the patriarchy. Men are hot. Women who don't recognize that men are hot are really missing out. Really?
Well, that's there. I won't make untoward jokes on your channel.
Oh, come on. Like, anyone's watching.
Yeah. Well, 5 people are watching?
No, I think we're up to 12 now. 11 or 12. I know, right? I can't believe it. Let me look at Patrick Coffin or Peter Coffin? I forget. Maybe Patrick, I believe. Okay, let's... Oh, this guy. Oh, men's conference. Him. Have you seen him before?
Oh yeah, but he's just like a standard normie.
Normie or not, if he's preaching gospels. Oh, viewers out there, what's your opinion on the COVID vaccination? I'm interested. Yes, Brave New World. I think Brave New World was more prophetic than like 1984, for sure. It's about indulging in your senses, and that makes you weak, rather than like rigid sort of
I don't think it
structure.
actually meant that it made you weak. I think it was Huxley was actually in a mode of despair that, he like the human. It was basically the reality that was created by the controllers was virtually undefeatable. But it's at the same time, it was like deeply non-human. It was deeply anti-human.
COVID, bad flu. And 4 years ago, I think it was the year I met Dave, I caught this really bad viral infection in my sinuses and throat. I was sick for over 6 weeks. Like, I was coughing up organs and had fevers for like 6 weeks. And it was bad. If someone told me there was a vaccination against that, I don't think I would have taken it. I mean, I fought it just fine. And when SARS came out, I had a terrible chest infection after flying back from Italy, and I was coughing up organs for weeks again too. It was fine. It was ugly, but I survived. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this?
Mm-hmm.
COVID vaccine. I don't know, man. I'm not pregnant, but when over 3 dozen women reported miscarriages after having the vaccination, one had a stillbirth at 7 months after getting the vaccine. I know that the numbers are very, very low, but what my concern is not so much the instant reactions that people get to vaccinations, because they happen all the time with a lot of the vaccinations that we have on a regular basis, but I'm worried about the long-term effects. It's a mRNA vaccine, and I know the Ebola vaccine is the exact same type. It's like the same idea, but that also has been put to use very efficient, 95% effective, I think, was the Ebola vaccine. But it's also has been used within the last couple of years, and I just don't know the long-term effects of that kind of vaccine. So that's what I'm worried about. I don't know. I feel like I'm unlucky, and if I get the vaccine, something really awful will happen. I could just be paranoid from being locked up for over a year. So, but vaccines are available for people our age now. Dave, do you want to get it? Want me to make an appointment for you?
I think we're just gonna slow roll this. Was the idea?
Good. Okay. I think the more vulnerable people should have it before us. So let's just sit back and wait.
Sounds like a deal.
Dave and I are strongly pro-vax in general. We get our flu shot every year. We are up to date with like our Tdap and, MMR vaccines. Our child is up to date on his vaccines as well. It's something we really believe in. But this one, it just creeps me out. Something about it really creeps me out, especially because the mortality rates also are so low, especially for people in our age group. But one thing I just don't get, and I know a lot of people feel this way, is like, I know people who are fully vaccinated, but you still have to wear a mask. You still have to social distance. Some people who are fully vaccinated have died of COVID still. And like, if this is an experimental vaccine, people have been getting sick off of it, you're not getting your freedoms back even after you take the vaccine, then why the fuck should we... I don't know, maybe they're just going to vaccinate as much of the population as possible and then look at the trend of COVID to see if it's actually going down. Oh, but wait, there's new strains coming out. It's just... I don't know, man. I get really depressed when I think that this might not ever end. And I'm going to have to live in this house like a prisoner for years.
That's a pretty cool house, though.
This is a nice house. We have a very nice yard. This house is fine. I mean, like, date nights again. Going to the movies again.
I hate movies.
Okay, going to drafts,
these days.
In-person drafts again.
Hey, we have this. The computer can be our friend, right?
you having friends over to play Warhammer. David
I've
has
done
a
that.
big Warhammer thing going
Yeah,
on.
hey, that's the only thing I've done with that. That's my COVID
That's
escape.
perfectly legit. But like, don't you want to have friends over again to play Warhammer? Want to go out to an actual Magic draft with people? We were making friends, and I never make friends. I hate people, so you know. That was good. Is that ever going to go back to... Are people going to be fucking paranoid for the rest of their lives? It's flu season. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Wear your mask, man. Don't you care about us? Wear your mask. And it's the flu. Colds, even. I don't know. I think this has really warped the mentality of so many people and really touched upon the paranoia in so many people. I don't know if we're ever really going to get back from this. I've heard from priests that people aren't going to return to mass anymore. They realized, I have God anyway, you know, and so they're not going to go back to mass because they haven't done so for a year, and they're just damn.
Quarantines cause Protestantism.
No. Mass is still optional here, although we can go to mass in person here. Churches are at 25% capacity. We made it to one mass, but because we're a toddler, we weren't able to make it to the next mass because of sleep schedule issues. And we're still exempt, but we're trying. You know, now that the church is open, we're trying to return to mass and get the Eucharist again. But I know it's just creepy. You know, I should probably just get my mind off of it and just focus on raising the baby and keeping the house clean. You know, but to what end? Sorry. It's depressing. How's the game going?
Well, he kind of rules the air and I kind of rule the land. That's kind of the thing we're in right now.
Zero Kev, I'm with Yarvin on the vaccine. If I was high risk, I would have taken it in March 2020 if it was available. And Aristocratic Owl, I agree with Yarvin. You got the Moderna. So far, so good. Good to know. Did you have any side effects, fever, that kind of thing?
If you're at high risk, then by the numbers, the vaccine is safer than the COVID, right? But if you're at low risk, there's not really like, you know, a big, you know, that's not, I don't know if I necessarily see the point as much, right?
Yeah, true. True. You know, I'd rather see people who are high risk getting vaccinated first. You heard British COVID strain and the Indian strain are wreaking havoc. So are these strains just, they spread faster, or are they more damaging to your lungs?
This is where it kind of gets like, we get to lock down for the rest of forever, you know, type deal, right? Like when it starts to come in, when there's new strains after like, you know, a year doing this, it's just like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Man, we gotta live to a place with acreage. If I don't have regular outdoor space, I'm going to be miserable to live with. I'm joking.
Well, you have regular outdoor space here, right? We're not locked in some kind of urban apartment.
No, thank God.
This is like a legit house.
Yeah, with a yard. A nice yard. With turtles. We have tortoises. Oh, you already know that. Yeah. Anyway. So. Wow, Dave. See, that fractal thing's really working out for you, eh?
Yep. It's all about the biomathematicians. And they're kind of going nuts.
You think you've got the math on this one?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, your parents got the vaccine. My parents got it. Some members of my choir got it. They said they just had a fever for half a day. I had that with my flu vaccine. You know, so I don't know. This whole thing's really creeping me out. I just, you know. I don't care about the vaccine itself, but I find it weird how some people I know have driven hours away to get vaccinated when they're not at risk. Well, I wonder if getting the vaccine is a lot like wearing your mask. There's a lot of social pressure to do it. I think a lot of people aren't crazy about doing it. But social pressure is extremely powerful. I wear my mask. outdoors of the park, even though I think it is complete bullshit to do that and pointless to do that. But I don't want to, you know, it's social pressure. I don't want to draw attention to myself. I don't want, you know, people to magically judge, oh, look how inconsiderate she is, you know. And maybe that's the thing with vaccination. I imagine people are afraid too. If they're not vaccinated, will they be able to travel state to state, country to country? It's fear that's driving it, of course.
I like this board state.
Ooh! Oh. Are you ready for the victory ritual?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he has a whole
Might
turn.
have a board wipe.
Yeah, he could have a board wipe. He is white black, so.
Okay.
A board wipe would be pretty bad.
Yeah, especially because you have no hand.
Yeah.
Wow, both your parents had the Pfizer and they had no side effects. It's excellent.
You guys talking about the vaccination?
Yeah, I'm just answering the questions, man.
I mean, it just the only question I have is just like, when does this country go back to being normal, or like some approximation of it? Probably never, but I guess I always assumed it would be a slow petering out rather than just absolute disaster. Is this guy gonna literally like run out the clock because he doesn't want to lose? Okay.
Tortoise stream
5.
when?
Okay. You wanna get...
That's
We have so many turtles. It's.
I think we have like 7.
Is he actually gonna kill us?
Alright.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
victory ritual. Shake the David. Shake the David. Okay, good.
Okay.
That's the victory ritual. You've seen it, and that's the only time I'm doing it for you.
Oh.
Well, with
That's the worst thing you can do is ask Helen to bring turtles onto the screen because you'll have.
It'll take up the entire.
It'll be like this huge cavalcade. They'll have the March of the Animal song playing as all the turtles come through. Da 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 da.
You can puppeteer them. I'm gonna say that the simplicity of men I find very charming. David bought me a stuffed sea turtle when we were just before we were engaged.
No, like basically
the day you proposed
the day
to me.
they proposed
yeah,
to you.
you bought me, and I loved it, and I
And
gave it a
since
character.
then, it's kind of been.
And then Dave's like, "Oh, she likes stuffed turtles. I'll let her get another one. I'll let her get another one." Now I have like a ton of them, and they all have personalities and names, and it's really pathetic. But it's really cute. It's me and David's thing, you know, the glue that for this marriage.
The turtles.
The shell of this marriage.
Turtles are the glue.
We have real tortoises though, Machia Shelley and Aristotle. They're cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Aristotle, when we bought him, it's like his shell was empty, hollow. He was so light and he was sick. We took him to the vet. He got some injections, and now he's bigger than Machia Shelley. And his shell's grown, he's heavy, and he's good. They're cool tortoises. Both male, but they're in an outside enclosure, 8 feet by 4 feet, and they don't have to run into each other if they don't want to. Oh, my bearded dragon. You know, she went missing for 7 months. And
Again.
This is the third time she went missing.
You probably heard the story before. This is on top of those times. There's now another time.
First time she went missing for almost 3 months in Canada. Second time she went missing about 2 months here in California. And then third time she escaped from the outdoor hutch we built for her, and she was missing for 7 months over the winter when it hit below freezing. And then she turned up on someone's porch like 4 or 5 doors down and scared the crap out of the owner. So I was walking my kid in the stroller, and I saw the missing bearded dragon sign. I was like, oh my god, 7 months. I thought she would have been done for, but she's back again for the third time.
This bearded dragon, as far as caged bearded dragons go, is going to have a pretty eventful life.
Yeah, well...
Seen the world, had multiple owners.
Yeah. You know, it's like a stray cat, you know.
Escaped again and again.
Yeah. So...
Exile the top X cards of your library. Because that's like...
Okay. I'll be right back.
Way more.
Dave, muse our viewers. I have to
Okay.
use the bathroom. Okay. Chat's right there.
I can't read the chat and play.
Sure you can.
Okay, well, this is... I don't know how people do this. Well, guys, you know, how's it going? Welcome to me trying to read cards in real time. I don't know. I think this game's going pretty well, I guess. If they use this, I'm just gonna, like, crack back really hard, so... Ooh. I think just attacking with everything would be... Well... Yeah, attacking with everything would be really good. I can pretty much control the flow of this battle pretty easily. Interesting. Let's return this to its hand. And let's put... yeah, let's put 2++ encounters. Always go for board control rather than... rather than life. It's my philosophy. Yeah, because now they've got a huge problem. Okay, chat. Well, I've never done this before where I had to play a video game. Okay, what does this chat say? You going to homeschool or attend... Well, that's a good question. I think that... Well, in an ideal world... You know, you want to be efficient with your time, but you also want to, I don't know. I just don't trust Catholic schools, and neither does my wife. I'm not so sure how to manage them anymore. What we have to do is we have to make alliances with like-minded parents, and without that, neither the homeschooling nor the Catholic school works. If a bunch of non-woke parents get together and put their foot down, I think this might be very manageable. But if that doesn't happen, then, you know, I don't know. I wonder how people think. It's so funny. It's so bizarre, just this entire world we live in. I don't, politics is almost going too fast. It's hard to comment on. I don't know. It's a strange moment we live in. I'll say that for sure. That's a particularly efficient... Oh, it's a defender. I see. Oh, okay, I get it. Kind of really need to get a land here. Well, you see, this is the thing, right? Like, the Trivium is something that I really respect and I want to incorporate. But part of this has to be... I won that game. We're on to the next game. Interesting. So I need another land, but until then I'm just going to be playing biomathematicians and making more fractals.
I think it's important to teach children how to think before you start throwing facts and knowledge.
So we have to obviously supplement their education with homeschooling. That's not to say that they can't attend some kind of institutional school, right? But I think that given what we've seen from the institutions, like, that would be borderline... I don't know. That seems almost borderline like abusive. I'm stuck on 3 lands, and I feel like I'm doing great just because I'm playing biomathematicians. This gets out of control.
So what do you think? Are we going to homeschool Dante?
I think we are going to...
boarding school. No, we're going to see... I think we need to wait and see what his intellectual abilities are. I wouldn't mind putting him in a very good school if he's able and admitted. Private school for sure.
Okay, I'm going to counter that.
I don't think I'd send him to a public school unless we were like really destitute. I mean, I want him to have a good education. What was abusive, Dave?
Oh, what?
You thought a particular learning strategy was abusive for children?
Did I literally say that? What? Boarding school?
No, not abusive, dereliction of duty, someone said.
To put them in an institutional school of any kind?
Okay.
No, I mean... Oh, no. What I meant was... What I meant is... So I can just... So what I meant was just... we could... What I meant was... it's borderline abusive to not give children education that contradicts this woke stuff. Right? Like, that's what I was saying. Right, and I'm not like that's all I meant, and I'm so I can't multitask like this, but the point is that
Juge, he can't game and talk. Just let it go, Dave. Just let it go. Oh.
Well, it's a harder. I'm not How does Destiny do this? Like. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this game so I can win it. I guess he plays... I mean, he can't StarCraft like this, can he? And that would be insane. Okay, got this guy.
Wiggle. So you're doing fine. You're winning games. Well,
I think we're doing all right? I mean, how much is that?
Charles Darwin had trouble bringing Galapagos tortoises back to England because they kept eating them. Apparently, the most delicious food in the world.
I know. They're apparently just succulent.
Yeah, I've heard tortoises are succulent.
Hey, we've made the gems back.
Yay! I don't think I could ever eat a tortoise because of my emotional,
It's like, oh my god, they're delicious! It's like cannibalism. The hunger in me. You start looking at Air Turtle going, hey, back off.
Watch the shell. Oh, yeah.
This nothing but mild mathematician strategy apparently is like workable.
Sweet. Adderall. Take Adderall. Yeah, Dave is probably one of the most brilliant men I've ever met. Multitasking though is probably
okay. I don't know. I mean, you're asking a really hard question, which is so. I think you need to supplement a child's education with some form of... So not everyone can homeschool. That's the reality, right? So homeschooling can't be a solution, in my opinion, period. And...
Parent co-ops with parishes.
Yeah, that's better, right? But, like, there's got to be a space for people who go, like, okay, I can... For this, and this class, like, okay, we can do this stuff, right? But what do I want to do? I think I want to do this.
Can you? Oh, you can't double major that.
Well, no, I need 5 to double major it. I'll double major the next one.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I can just crack back on him like this. I mean, he has lifelink, so he's going to win this battle. But I mean, I just need to get my combo going.
Oh, someone. I wonder what it was like, Faniel DeWitt. I wonder what it was like for you to find out that Dave not only had a YouTube channel, but had a real following. Didn't you watch as his channel grew as well? When I met Dave, I think his channel subscriber count was 5,000. And I saw... I watched a YouTube channel where it was his face.
Yeah, that was like the worst
about
possible
racism.
introduction I
Yeah.
could possibly imagine.
Yeah, and it was the first video I watched, and we were just like freshly dating, and I was like, my jaw hit the ground. I went to my roommate, and I'm like, watch this. And she's like, yeah? I'm like, I'm dating this guy. I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. It was, I'm like, what am I going to do?
Oh, come on, it wasn't that
No,
bad.
it was, it wasn't bad. Like, you made good points, and you were passionate. That's good. I think it's because I never could imagine myself doing what you were doing. And so I found it shocking to put myself in the internet passionately and talk about things that are, you know, potentially divisive. So it shook me up. But then that was around the time you had your conversation with ContraPoints.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and actually, I shared that conversation, when we're getting serious, I shared that conversation with one of my employers who were interested in you. They were asking questions about you, and they were interested in, you know, what you were talking about, so I sent that conversation to them. So, I don't know, there's several videos of yours that I watched, and I was really impressed, and I showed my parents the videos too when we're dating, and my dad's like, I don't understand a word he says because he's too smart.
Well, he didn't say that.
He absolutely did. He's like, Dave is way too smart for us. We can't understand him. And my dad's educated man, you know, 2 science degrees. My dad's intelligent, but I guess in terms of culture and stuff like that, and political analysis or whatever, he's not really tuned in. So I just came to accept it. Now here I am on the internet, spilling my guts, just like my husband. David, what is your opinion on the Trivium?
It's good? I don't know. I mean, it's good, right?
It's good.
It's not. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, play this guy for defense. I mean, cracking back is not really... Okay, so he can put 5 toughness down. Yeah, cracking back's just not worth it. I think that this Death Toucher is what I needed, but...
Oh, really? I thought no one wanted the Death Toucher, Dave.
Well, okay, I mean...
Death Toucher was a loser.
It's not...
It wheeled again.
I just don't think Flying Death Touch is, like, really... Like, I think that's kind of...
1950. My wife is a communist. 2020. My husband is reactionary. I never even knew what a reactionary was till I met you. I didn't even know where I stood politically.
You were a conservative.
I was a neocon. I had like all the...
You're still a neocon.
I don't know. I mean, I had like a lineup of Bill O'Reilly books. And
no.
Yeah. I like Bill O'Reilly. I like Ann Coulter. Like, I liked all those people. But now, like, I look at people like Candace Owens, and they're just saying the same things over and over again. No really new ideas. They're just, like, constantly bleeding things that are common sense. So, yeah, that's kind of getting old. Now I'm at the point where I need people to have ideas, where people have vision. People are able to say this is what works, what doesn't. We need to push for what works. And is that a reactionary attribute, Dave? Discussing alternatives to what they're seeing?
Discussing alternatives isn't reactionary.
No? Is it just this is happening to us and this is us pushing back on it?
Reactionary is, I mean, the way I use it, it's a political theory. Great. Okay, I might lose this game.
Oh.
We probably should call it after this.
What? Are you just going to go all out?
No.
Go on if you're gonna lose it.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lose it.
Yeah, he got distracted by the game again, so that's okay.
Whoa.
We were talking about what a reactionary is. Oh boy.
He's got some kind of like weird combo.
And his name is Havoc.
Okay. Thank God this isn't on my channel. It's me going. It's me just going.
The game and me like Juge, yo Dave, what's your take on Alexander Dugin and the fourth political theory? I find
He's
really
kind of an interesting character.
His
but...
take on Dacian and cultural state in general.
Oh, come on.
Wench, how are you not a reactionary when you have this dashing man pumping up videos like no tomorrow?
I'm not pumping up videos like no tomorrow. I'm like...
I don't love him for the videos he pumps out.
Yeah, I don't consider videos to be like a large part of my real life. It's sort of strange. Like, I know Millennial Woes, like, you know, in some ways, like, he is his channel, like, in a big way. But I don't feel exactly like that at all, you know?
Modernity. There's no way Dave can talk about Dugan while playing this. He's going to get distracted half a dozen times.
Okay, Dugan is an interesting character, but I also think he's kind of full of shit.
Keep going.
I don't know. That what else do you want me to say?
I guess they were expecting a deeper analysis of his work.
Oh, you want a deeper analysis of Dugan while I'm trying to play Magic the Gathering? I'm like trying to figure out, like, okay, like, what's the correct move to make?
Third distraction. Keep going. I should stop torturing you. I'm about to start reading FWJ Schelling. Have any opinions of him? Well, the fact that his last name is Schelling shows that he is a turtle, so I am for him. What's your opinion of Schelling? Is he a German idealist?
He is. Yeah, Schelling couldn't do it.
Oh.
He couldn't complete a system of German idealism.
I don't read German idealist stuff. In fact, I barely read at all. It's really sad. I should read. I actually thought reading would make me smarter. And then I picked up this fiction book that someone recommended to me, and I actually am dumber after every page I read. You know, how a person formulates their ideas and paints a picture of the world they want us to immerse themselves in can actually make me stupider. Anyway, people are getting on your case about how distracted you got.
This isn't my channel. I'm not even supposed to be here.
Yes, you are, because without you, I would have like negative 17 viewers. Everyone's like, haha, distracted.
My attempt to kill this dueling coach has failed 2 times.
What's your opinion on Old English culture, and do you have any thoughts on incorporating it into modern society? I'm a royalist.
Well, okay, there you go. That's kind of a reactionary point of view.
I want to move to England or Scotland, but I am terrified of the Scots. Terrified, because when I was in Scotland, I was sort of faced with how wimpy North American I really am. I like a lot of things about English culture. I like the stoicism that they have, the carry on, the stiff upper lip. Of course, the extreme side of that is...
I think we're done here.
Okay.
So let's just concentrate on the chat, since we've already kind of gotten the wins we need for this draft.
Okay, fine. So I'm going on things about English culture that I like. Their music is beautiful, especially from Renaissance into Baroque. I don't know. English culture is something I really am into, and I do really like the royal family, the idea of a royal family, because I think their role is to sort of help the citizens with programs, with charities, to keep up morale, to keep up the culture, a family to look up to in terms of how we respond to trials and tribulations. Meghan Markle is a succubus.
She is kind of a succubus. I'll give you that.
Every bone in my body dislikes her. Every bone in my body dislikes her.
She looks like the person from the Hunger Games, right? Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, except Meghan Markle's all plastic surgery. Her teeth are fake. Her nose is fake.
She give me the Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, she straightens her hair since forever. Like, everything about her that was African, she tried to erase completely. Never went to a black sorority.
Except for her, victim Pokemon.
Yeah,
case.
Exactly. Just for victim. I mean, anyway, I can go on. And what she did to the royal family was disgraceful, ungrateful. She squandered a wonderful, wonderful opportunity of service. And, anyway. So, I don't know, I'm sort of attracted to England because of that. Not Meghan Markle, but because of their, stoicism and discipline. I think that's all going down the wayside because of wokeness, though. So, but you still got your old curmudgeons.
I think that you're lamenting an England that's been dead for a while.
Like 30, 40 years, probably. So, yeah.
Christopher Hitchens was complaining about its death in their 1999 or something like that.
Yeah. What else? How many people in real life know what Dave does on this site? Oh, you mean
on YouTube?
On YouTube?
I'm a handful. I mean, I've been doxed up and down. I've been doxed up, down, and sideways. It's just. At some point, all information is going to be known. I'm just going to have to live with this as another identity. So,
I do not.
It's very separate from my identity, which is sort of strange. A lot of people who get big YouTube channels, it sort of becomes their career. But for me, it never did, and I feel that I'm in a difficult position. Maybe eventually it will become my career. That would be interesting. I would love if that were the case.
I would love that too if that was for you.
Yeah. It's just not something I can rely on when I have a family to take care of, I feel like it's almost irresponsible. Yeah, very hungry family.
Dave, but I've never heard anything on your channel that's like, oh.
We're not leftists. We can't play video games and do 8-hour live streams and just persist like that, because the last person, everyone who's done that, from Nick Fuentes to Ethan Ralph, has been banned off the platform, both Twitch and YouTube.
What are you saying in particular that is so divisive that will get? I mean, you're very considerate. You're very careful. And
I bat for the right. That's the problem, and I present radical right-wing ideas in an accessible way that young people appreciate, right? It doesn't matter that I'm a pacifist. It doesn't matter that I don't say anything objectionable. It doesn't matter that I'm polite in saying it. The problem is that I present unapproved ideas in a way that people find accessible and people like hearing about. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I imagine that what pisses them off about me is the same thing that pisses them off about millennial woes. What got millennial woes, what earned him the ire of the British establishment, was not that he said some untoward thing about Africans here or there on a stream. It wasn't that he said something that was implied about women here or there. Vosh has done that up, down, and sideways for years. What earned millennial woes the ire of the British establishment was that he was ostensibly a radical, but he was thoughtful, and he had a perspective into to put it bluntly, the woes of the millennial generation. And I do something similar. I'm very careful not to touch the third rails. I don't talk about race or any of these other hot button issues. But because I I'm essentially presenting not intellectual case. I hate the word intellectual because I'm presenting a considered case against some of the core beliefs of the establishment. People think that I'm, a horrible person. A great example of this would be Faraday Speaks, Caleb Kane. I was very friendly with him. We chatted a lot. I was his go-to right-winger. Then one day, his corporate masters, they yanked the chain. And as Caleb is wont to do, his brain flipped 180 degrees around the other way. And he essentially started threatening us that we were going to be investigated by the FBI. And that our child's future would be at risk because, I was part of some kind of right-wing conspiracy. Right-wing conspiracy to radicalize the youth. And even though I haven't said anything, someone who knows me, online, he said something, and then someone who's seen him might be like, doing something illegal. So 3 degrees of separation, maybe, you gotta be careful. And, I consider that to be, Caleb, I don't think he's some kind of narc or some kind of glowy. But I do consider him a handmaiden for the establishment, and I think his brain more or less reformats to the position of law enforcement, or the woke side of law enforcement, whenever it sees fit. And so he's a good barometer of what the establishment thinks, even though I don't think he's wittingly doing anything. And so I think that it's very clear that the establishment really dislikes me. It's only a matter before I get banned off this platform. I'm going to keep on making videos when I get time and I'm not tired, but, that is what it is, right?
Mm.
I have hijacked your stream. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Aristocratic Al says he's a royalist and monarchist too.
Well, he's aristocratic, and he's no.
Cool. The Irish will never forgive them if they come back to the church before us. Okay. I enjoy his live streams. Will I be doing more live streams in the future? I haven't been doing many because at the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I only have one kid, but I'm still really tired.
It's still tiring. It's a full day.
Yeah.
You work I work 8-ish hours. I'm working from home, so it always feels like I'm going in and out. But I work a full day. I'm trying to find a new job. We're going to be moving. I'll probably be working even harder at the new job, right? And then we have to deal with a pretty dependent baby. It's only one, but it's a lot. It's it's a full day, right?
Yeah.
We're not neats, right?
I'm cooking all day. I'm in the kitchen all day.
I don't want to we don't want to complain about this because this is essentially what all people did in all generations before us, right?
I'm just saying, at the end of the day,
but
I go to Skyrim. I don't go to live
I know,
streams.
but what the here's the thing. I would live stream a lot more if there was a way that I couldn't clog up my main channel with live streams. And if I could keep them more around an hour and less 3. The problem is every time I live stream, people super chat me and I end up with a 2-hour live stream. So if I want to do an hour throwaway live stream, this is pretty much my only option. Mm. Speaking of which, it is almost your bedtime, right?
It's past my bedtime, but hold on.
We should probably say
a few more comments though.
Okay, maybe we'll play out the last game here while you do that. Okay.
Which means I will be doing all the talking.
Well, I just dominated your live stream for you. That's very, very rude of me, isn't it?
They're asking you questions too.
Oh, okay. Well, tap me on the shoulder while I.
What's woke with WOC marrying white dudes?
Women of color.
Yeah, is this just...
That was that Pocahontas meme where it's they have the brave saying, "We must defeat the white devil," and then the next panel it's Pocahontas totally digging into John Smith or whatever. Mm. Is it John? It's John Smith, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, John Smith.
We can't depend on the platforms of our enemies. Yeah, I'm off Facebook and Twitter. I've been off it for a few months now, totally deleted. I've never been so happy. I'm getting more done around the house. I'm more family oriented.
I don't really notice it as much.
Really? Yeah, I've noticed that, when the baby's napping, I'm actually cleaning and preparing a meal and working in the house. I'm not scrolling, right? I'm not getting sucked into that. It's worked for me. Who would you want to debate on the left that are unattainable?
Who would I want to debate on the left?
Catholic Wench. Who's that wretched atheist girl? I don't know if she's leftist or not.
Jacqueline Glenn, is
Oh, God.
No,
Eat
these atheists.
a cheeseburger, woman.
Yeah.
Eat a cheeseburger. Look at you.
I'm an atheist.
Emaciated.
Did that scan?
Yeah.
Emaciated atheist.
Emaciated.
I'm atheist, right?
Yeah, true, yes.
It nailed it.
Who else? You know who I want to debate? Robin Riley.
Oh, come off it, Helen.
She's not on the left, but you know what?
Own goal, own goal.
What kind of woman
Own goal.
wants to be fuckable when she's already married?
Oh, every woman,
No,
right?
fuckable to other men. Look at me, I'm
Come
hideous.
on.
I'm hideous. Look at that. One guy. She's so focused on trying to get like a legion of men still like liking her. Is she that insecure? Come on. I'm past my expiration date. I can deal with that. She can't do
Helen, that's your own goaling the right wing side when you go out. Like stick to atheists, you know.
Okay, sorry. All right, Dave. I won't. This is why you should play in Yu-Gi-Oh instead, Dave, so that you can talk.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh like stupider?
No, yeah, because you can play and talk at the same time. I know.
That makes a little sense.
I don't like Robin Riley very much. I think she's the right. She doesn't do the right any favors. I don't think she does the right any favors. She likes the attention. Yeah, most chicks do. Whoa, you're pretty. Oh, thank you. Look, I baked a new thing of bread.
I guess she's the first woman who ever liked attention.
I look so perfect with my selfie and my baby. Aren't I the woman you always wish you'd had? Well, I belong to someone else. Too bad. You know, come on. Grow up, woman. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, no one she won't watch this channel to see me make fun of her like that. So she's just
Oh, really? Really?
Really, yeah.
You sure?
I don't know if I made that clear, but I don't like her. What else? Who else on the left? You know what? Joy Behar. There's someone I don't like. You know what I really don't like is Robin DiAngelo. No, she's perpetuating all this race stuff. Just get a game where you can pause, Dave.
This is time to actually playing against a person, right?
I know, but you can't talk when you're doing that. So.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right about that. I think I'm gonna lose this game.
Oh, it's okay, man. I mean, we're about to pack it in.
I mean, I think they just have me in the air. I'll take out their flyers next turn if they don't do anything.
Lauren Chen is getting more based every day. She talks to Michael Malice. Okay, what is Lauren Chen, in my feminine opinion on women on
Yeah,
Twitter?
so, okay,
Lauren Chen is very pretty, but she has brains. I think what drives her channel...
Everybody, Robin Riley and Lauren Chen and Blonde all have brains. I think that for whatever reason, Robin Riley reminds you of someone that you like had a disagreement with in high school or something.
No, because when I hear Blonde or Lauren Chen talk, they have ideas. It's about the content. It's about the topic at hand. It's not framing everything to look perfect and be perfect and act perfect. I feel like Robin Riley, it's so affected. You know, how she carries herself. I'm the perfect woman you wish you always had. You know, I don't get that vibe from Lauren Chen and Blonde. Those guys are a personality, and they happen to be attractive people. Whereas I think Robin Riley's riding the coattails of being attractive and to try to look attractive to other people and using the right wing as an excuse for that. When will Dave talk to Malice?
Hey, I'm down, I guess.
I mean, you talk to Yarvin too if his wife didn't just meet her maker.
I mean, I'm open to talking to anybody, but I'm probably going to do another modern day debate, even though I've come to hate that channel with a fiery passion of 1,000 suns. Ooh, okay. Can we cast all three of these guys? Let's do this before. The problem is I'm basically dead to...
We listened to a Michael Malice book when we were driving to Tofino. It was good. It was alright, yeah. Any other questions for me and Dave before we check out for the evening?
Well, I think...
It'll be a 2-hour stream, which is like a record for my channel. Hearing Dave grunt with his game going on here. Who would you like to talk to on the left, Dave? If you had a chance to talk to anybody on the left.
Angela Nagel. Or does that not count?
Why?
Because she's awesome and base.
Is she left wing?
Yeah, she is, but she understands that wokeness is horrible. I mean, like, I guess what the question is, like, what are people looking for, right? Because
I think they're looking for conflict.
I mean, divide by 0.
I think Lauren needs to lay off the black pills for a bit. Just as an on. Some days I feel kind of black pilled. I know, it's just depression going on here. Richard, great stream. Thanks, guys. Our pleasure. It's nice to finally get online once in a while and chat to you people. You can watch Dave completely zone out while he's playing. Next time we won't play Magic.
Did you know when Dave plays a game, he has a hard time answering questions about the culture war?
Okay.
This is why I don't. I mean, oh, come on. They burned me out. Okay, well, that's that. Once you start getting burnt out in this game, I think it's pretty much over.
Yo, Dave, talk to Avant Tom again. Ha 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 ha. Avant Tom.
Oh, yeah, he's a Magic the Gathering player. He's that brain-dead leftist Magic the Gathering streamer who, yeah, he just went nowhere. It was funny.
Can he talk and play at the same time, though?
Well, I could talk to Av and Tom and play at the same time.
Wow, that said something, eh?
Okay, well, I think we should pack it in and say goodnight to everyone.
Yeah. Forget conflict. Interesting streams are like-minded people chatting. That's a very good point.
That's true.
Yeah, it's less cringe-worthy for sure.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being patient. This is certainly not a distributed stream, but this is your channel.
Yeah,
so
thank you very much for joining us. Good night, everybody, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.